Howdy folks, and welcome to this Let's Play of Stellaris, episode number 50... Are we at 53 now? I believe so. So let's load that saved game of the end of the last session, which is basically Genovi's Empire, a Plantoid species. My name is Sonelias, and we're just loading the game now. And just remember what we did at the end of the last session. We basically had just joined one of our allies in actually declaring war upon the Vivisendi Consolidated Planet States. Alright, so we've got our fleets ready and moving into position here. Now I just want to double check. These two are not merged into a single yet. So that's what I'm just going to be doing here now. Let's just check where is this one at the moment. Oh, why is it over there? I'm not sure. I would imagine that it would move to this side, but okay, well let's do that now. We've got various different factions and so in here as well, as you can see. So let's have a brief look at how can I actually increase my energy return. So basically if I look at my vassals here, these have just asked to contribute more to me. Okay, did I just miss something? I guess.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Sweet. So this one's just moving into the system here, and we're straight away engaging one of their platforms.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Debris analyzed.
Okay.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
One of their
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Alright, we just took out several of their stations, which is great.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Same over here pretty much. Same over here pretty much. Again, we got another system which is basically being engaged here properly. It's basically taken out the outpost, the frontier outpost.
Hostile fleet engaged.
That looks quite interesting, doesn't it?
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
That'll be a nice encounter. That's
situation
less than half
updated.
my strength. In terms of numbers,
situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
Look at what's happening.
Hostile
we take some of their ships
engaged.
out with single shots.
Hostile fleet
Bam,
engaged.
bam, bam.
Debris
Corvettes will be
analyzed.
taken out now.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
So they got their battleships here, which we're now engaging with as well. We've got some shield damage that we suffered, but nothing. Well, okay, one of our corvettes here
Situation
has been
log
damaged
updated.
substantially. And the destroyer as well. Looks like they're striking back as well. At least I think they are. It's kind of hard to say though.
Situation log
They're all
updated.
taken out. Good. Entering orbit of the planet here. Now we have reached a position where we have got army build speed reduced, shield hit points reduced, weapon damage reduced, robotic resource output
Construction
reduced.
complete.
Okay. I really probably should have waited for a time and so forth when we actually wouldn't have been in such a position. Anyways. First fleet is in orbit here. We can actually land our troops here.
Debris analyzed.
Right, this fleet is hanging in orbit as well. And pretty much all of our fleets are currently basically bombarding their planets. Gain some research points here. And we will be done shortly with the actual superconductivity. which gives us additional 5% energy credit, which will actually reduce our loss here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
We're engaging another fleet here, it looks like. So we just
Enemy
got some
planet
ships
secured.
incoming. Perfect. We just secured one of their planets.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright, let's move that into the next position. So at the moment we stand already at 54% in terms of this war. So we initially had some issues here, which is basically a space battle that was lost by our allies here. The Vivzandi polity. These guys here. Currently, of course, we are defensive pact allies with them. Okay. Various different timed projects, as you can see, and there is basically our invasionary fleet, which is gonna land here. We do have morale issues at the moment. Are you in great physical pain, or are you just thinking expressions? Okay, well thanks guys. Not really the nicest comment to make, but let's insult you in return. Not sure why you're insulting me, because we're already at war here. That's kind of the thing here, isn't it? If I'm basically sending orders to go into orbit there,
enemy planet
you would
secured.
ideally want to see that basically it stays like that. Alright, single jump away. Let's just go to these individual systems here. For some reason I cannot build a wormhole station here at the moment. I can build it over there though, which is relatively fine. Let's go to this system as well. Build another wormhole station. Oops, sorry. And this one finally as well. Build another one. We just want to have the means at our disposal to be able to properly follow them and be able to jump from system to system relatively quickly. So standing at 74% in terms of the war. The war score is good, I would say. Moving into position to land our next set of troops here.
Research complete. Debris
Finished our research.
analyzed.
Energy credit is increased, which is good. Ah, dark matter. I want to go for the dark matter here. Getting access to dark matter is, I believe, a good thing. Armies are fighting with them, and we are doing
Enemy
good.
planet secured.
Perfect. Let's land our troops on the next planet here. We're still suffering reductions in terms of various different bits.
Debris analyzed.
%. Let's have a look at the planet's surface here.
Enemy planet secured.
Taken 88%. Alright, the last one here. Let's land our troops here as well. Let's have a brief click through all these systems where we basically got enemy units. This one was taken, which is Great. There is an enemy fleet here.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
Perfect, that was taken out. 97%.
Research complete. Here. Enemy planet secured. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
Ah, cool. Looks like we won the war. So research completed. Battleship assembly yards. Let's get these resources. The Aurelium ore here. Be a good one to get. We got some unemployed pops. We put on Vivendi Prime here, which is of course fully understandable. They are just missing some buildings here. Now how are they doing in terms of food? They're doing okay. We can actually assign a governor here once we get one. Now I do want to have a look at the service itself and see what we can actually do to boost some of the actual output here. Where can I make reductions? I can probably get rid of this one. I want to replace this with something else, which I want to basically really replace with the virtual combat arena. I can't because of the actual breakdown on here. We do need to return some of our fleets to pre-war positions. So let's have a look over here. Entering orbit of this particular planet is a good idea. This one here is heading back to our own space. Let's just give it a minute and basically see how that goes. Percent equality is given a guarantee to the Neo-Vivendi United States. Alright, so demand vassalage. Okay. Good returns on this, and we have got ourselves a new vassal. Good. So where do we stand now in terms of victory? We stand at 8 other independent empires left in the world, which is good. Looks like we got some interesting connections here as well. New system here, which also contains some researchable components. Construction ship I can send into here to basically build myself a new wormhole station, I was going to say, but that doesn't work because we're basically running in terms of the negatives on the minerals. Right, what we got? What's missing? A resource. How do we see if it's missing a resource? Deactivate it, deactivate it. How do I activate them? Activate. 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 Why were they deactivated? Okay, activate. Activate. Ah, we're running out of something. I'm not sure what. Okay, let's get the clock speed up again. Science ships will be here shortly, doing their respective research. Alright, that should give us the ability to, of course, get an understanding of exactly what's going on in these systems. We do need to survey some of these systems here. We didn't have a chance to do that earlier. It does look like we also need to build up some more bits and bobs in these systems. Governor has increased in leadership skill, which is great. Why am I still running such a big deficit? Ship maintenance, it says. Alright, let's have a look at these individual fleets here. So this fleet here is currently in orbit. Third fleet really could move into orbit of one of my systems. Or one of my planets, I should say. Let's move them into this system here and move them into orbit around this planet here. This one here is going to be in need of repair. It's only that one that needs repairs, it looks like, which is perfectly reasonable.
Debris
Research
analyzed.
is all doing fine. Leader capacity will be increasing in 70 months. 70 months. Wow. What happened here? We are running a big deficit, I know that. I expect that impact to be so big though. What are we spending this on? Monthly gain.
Debris analyzed.
Produce sector, ship maintenance. Ship maintenance is the biggest drain, it looks like. Wow. Let's have a look at our policies briefly. So I've basically got some of these policies down here. The master's teaching is indeed an increase in terms of capacity. It doesn't say anything about the actual maintenance cost here though, does it?
Research complete. Debris analyzed.
Okay, so research has been done. Hypershields, cool. Hypershields again. Research was finished. Hypershields, good. Ah, perfect. That's down to 9 months now. 64 months there. So these are more reasonable numbers to see at this point. So fourth fleet has been repaired and is in orbit of this planet here. And look at that. These numbers have dropped or changed just for the opposite now all of a sudden. So these are all in orbit of different systems it looks like. Now the one thing I do want to do here is I want to move it into orbit of maybe this planet here and then have it in orbit here. Now if I do look at this actual planet here, there's no spaceport as of yet, so I want to build myself a spaceport here. I also want to make sure I basically am building all these extra mining stations and research stations and so forth that I can actually build here now. Alright. Clock is running at the highest possible speed at the moment.
Analyzed.
Okay. Planet itself is, for the moment, doing okay. I would love to be able to install a governor here, but I just need to wait until I got enough leadership capacity to be able to do so. Right, they're all active at the moment. Research completed. Sweet.
System
what are we going to do
survey
next?
complete.
We are going to
Debris
choose the
analyzed.
Arctic worlds, I think. Now, on this planet here, we are going to install a governor now. We're going to recruit a new one. Nothing to do with slaves. Garrison health. This one sounds interesting. Yep. Right, additional bits of research we could focus in on. Ooh, this is going to be a difficult one. Anyways, we did conclude the war already. Let's keep the clock speed up. Another 10 months until we basically get this new resource in our hands, or at least be able to get it in our hands, I should say. I think what we'll do today, we're just going to call it a day at this point in time already. So instead of waiting all the way until the end, I would say thanks again for joining me, and hopefully you liked today's session, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.